If you're going to optimize and maximize your life, you're going to need to get rid of these three things, because these three things are silent killers, and a lot of times we overlook them. The first thing you need to get rid of is procrastination. Procrastination is the partner of anxiousness. Procrastination is the intentional delay of actions that you know that are necessary, important, or beneficial, even when delaying them creates stress or setbacks. Procrastination robs you of your momentum, and it makes simple goals feel like mountains. When we keep putting things off, it seems like things get larger and larger the closer the deadline gets. It keeps your future hostage while rewarding your fears in the present. Procrastination drains your brain, and it trains your brain to avoid discomfort instead of growing through it. It trains your brain to avoid discomfort instead of going and growing through it. Whenever we think about procrastination, it feels like comfort wrapped in a consequence. Comfort wrapped in a consequence. You tell yourself, I'll do it later. But later becomes a loop, and it keeps looping until it turns into lost momentum. Procrastination lowers your confidence, it clutters your mind, and it keeps you living beneath your potential, because progress is always waiting beyond your next excuse. Progress is always waiting behind your excuses. And so when we're procrastinating, we're thinking about the work, but we rarely step forward and start doing the work. We think about the work, or we rarely step forward and start doing the work, or we don't even think about the work and we push it off until we have to get it done. Whenever we procrastinate, whenever people procrastinate, we see them start 10 things, but never finish one. We wait for the perfect moment, but the perfect moment will never come. Procrastination turns small tasks into huge mountains. And when we procrastinate, we spend more time planning than performing. And it lets fear and overwhelm disguise itself as, I'll do it tomorrow. But whenever you find yourself procrastinating, I want you to do these two things. I want you to say to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now, and start doing it. The next thing, I want you to shrink the task. Break the task or the actions into something small enough that you can begin without resistance and without hesitation. The second thing that keeps people is pessimism. And pessimism blinds you to the opportunities standing right in front of you. Pessimism blinds you to the opportunities that are right in front of you. It kind of reminds me of the people who see the glass as half empty. So when we're pessimism is a mindset that expects negative outcomes. It always sees the negative, and it focuses on everything that can go wrong or something that can or should be improved. Pessimism filters life through doubt, fear, and worst case scenarios. It rewires your mind to expect loss even when gains is available and necessary. Pessimism kills your creativity because it kills your creativity because negativity shuts down the part of the brain that solves problems, which is our prefrontal cortex. Pessimism pushes people away because constant negativity feels heavy and it's just simply downright exhausting. Whenever we have negative people around us, they're always draining. They're always leeching. They're always pulling energy and ideas and the things that we need to get done away from us. Pessimism feels heavy. It's like being under a gray cloud, even when the sky is clear. Pessimism drains enthusiasm. It suffocates creativity, and it limits your ambition. It convinces you that good things and breakthroughs are unlikely. Over time, it can become a self-fulfilling prophecy because the mindset you choose determines the options and outcomes that you notice. The mindset that you choose determines the opportunities, options, and outcomes that you notice. And whenever we're dealing with pessimistic people, or whenever we are pessimistic, we walk into every situation expecting loss instead of looking for possibility. A pessimistic person will look at a rose and complain about the thorns and not the beauty of the petals. And so whenever you find yourself being pessimistic, I want you to do this instead. I want you to counter that thought immediately and replace it with, instead of saying, what if it goes wrong? What's going to happen when it goes right? I want you to counter it the same way that a good boxer knows how to counterpunch. When you find pessimism popping up in your mind, I need you to counterpunch it and hit it with what happens, what could happen if things go right. The third and final thing is passivity. Passivity has poisoned more potential than progress. Passivity has poisoned more potential than progress. Passivity is the habit of avoiding and taking initiative and allowing life, circumstances, and other people to make decisions for you. Passivity hands your future to circumstance instead of claiming it through your decisions and through your active choices. It weakens your identity because you're always adjusting to someone else's moves and you're always adjusting to someone else's views. It keeps you from becoming the truest version of yourself, and that only shows up through action. When we are demonstrating passivity, it feels like drifting with the current instead of steering the boat. Whatever they say goes. Whatever happens, happen. I'm not going to fight. I'm just going to allow things just to happen, and I'm just going to go with the current. But you're moving, but you are not directing anything. And our lives, the outcomes of our lives are our decisions. The outcome of our lives are decision driven. And passivity keeps you quiet when you should speak up. It keeps you still when you need to take action and to make movement. And it keeps you wanting instead of taking the action and building what you desire. Over time, passivity creates a life where nothing changes because nothing is challenged. Passivity creates a life where nothing changes because nothing has been challenged. When we look at passivity, individuals who are passive, they become a spectator in their life instead of the architect. They become a spectator in life instead of the architect of their decisions. It's important for us to realize that when we are passive, we avoid conflict and we avoid responsibility. We always wait for permission and we let opportunities expire. So what do? The one thing that I want you to do if you find yourself dealing with passivity, I need you to make one decisive decision. Make one decisive decision. You're going to train yourself and you're going to train your brain to move with intention instead of avoidance. Make one decisive decision. What do I need to do? What can I do to take action and to start steering my life instead of allowing other people to control my life? So the three things, if you're going to maximize and optimize your life, you got to get rid of procrastination. Procrastination is the partner of anxiousness. You got to get rid of pessimism. Pessimism blinds you to the opportunities and that are staring and standing right in front of you. And you have to get rid of passivity. Passivity has poisoned more potential than progress. If you eliminate these three things, I guarantee you your life will be optimized and you will start maximizing in the direction that you would like to go. Tap the like and follow button for more content that's going to help you move forward faster. And as always, I'm Coach Cannon, and I'm committed to progressing forward.